much else but time on our hands during a terrifying and unprecedented epidemic, we were given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to reflect on not only ourselves, but the world and its shortcomings in effectively recognizing prejudice and inequality that plagues the lives of thousands in our communities. Instead of succumbing to fear and insecurity for the future, we band together in fighting for a more equal society and exposing America's ugly underbelly of systemic racism and inequality, whether it was marching in advocacy for the BLM movement or using social media as a method of mass communication to bring awareness to injustices around the world. I imagine that our recent return to in-person schooling and some semblance of normalcy feels like a massive weight lifted off your shoulders, as it most certainly is for me. But I ask that you don't forget about the significant strides in social justice that our generation can facilitate, whether it is the guilty verdict of Derek Chauvin in April or the much-needed ostracism of individuals through our modern progressive rhetoric. Last year, 53 to 56% of voting-eligible 18 to 29-year-olds cast a ballot. And while this number is impressive compared to previous years, young voters must remain prominent voices in their communities if this progression in social justice is to be maintained. The challenge today is wrangling current and future young voters to maintain and build upon their political voices and urgency to vote and register to vote. But I have hope. Hope that we as future voters of America will continue advocating for climate justice, voting rights, and greater access to health care. Hope that we will continue to address the growing income gap, racial injustices, and gender inequality like we have demonstrated so profoundly before. Each of us has a specific commitment to utilizing the power of our voices in facilitating a future where our opinions and individual ideologies are heard and represented, whether it is mental health awareness or LGBTQ rights. I ask now that you join me during this year's high school voter registration week starting September 26th and pre-register to vote. I will be hosting a stand on Monday and Tuesday on September 27th and 28th throughout the day located in the Innovation Quad. I will also be passing out information flyers and making announcements in my class periods, directing students to the California Secretary of State website where you can pre-register online. Students age 16 and older have the ability to pre-register to vote, so come prepared with a DMV issued ID and knowing the last 4 digits of your social security number. Registering to vote, whether online or through a paper application, which will also be provided, will ensure that when the time comes, you can continue to have a say in public policy and decision-making that promises to forever change the future for us and generations to come. Ensure that your voter registration is active by the time you turn 18 and take the first step in becoming an active and prominent voice for your community and beliefs. Please feel free to reach me via text message or Instagram with any questions you may have. Thank you.